Hi everybody, it's Colin McKeown from the New Fly Fisher. If you're like me, you're probably starting to get your gear ready for the coming fishing season. It's middle of February. Yeah, I'm fly tying and doing a lot of things like that, but I'm also getting my gear ready. Thinking about Great Lakes steelhead fishing, smallmouth bass, going brook trout fishing, casting for rainbows and browns, and I'm trying to get everything ready. One of the great things that's happened over the last few years, and we're very fortunate at the New Fly Fisher, we get to meet a lot of really smart people, especially guides who know their stuff and teach us a lot of little tips and techniques. And that's what I want to show to you today, is I want to give you some examples of some smart ideas that'll save you money and give you more flexibility in the field. The first tip I want to talk about is a really simple one, but it's one you probably haven't thought of, and I learned from a guide in Labrador. So let's say you're out on a river, you're fishing, and you're throwing a streamer like this one, and it's just not getting down. You've only got your floating line, but you know the trout are just like, you got to get it down a couple of feet to get into the kill zone. So what do? Well, you can put some split shell on, but that's not always the best option, because when you put the split shell on, it'll move around, it'll pinch the leader and the tippet, and this may do damage, etc. And what this guide taught me is that you should always have a little tin like this, or a little plastic box full of cone heads. And I'll put them here in my hand, you can see them. And what you do is you just take the right size cone head, or maybe even the right color, and here's your leader, you got your fly, you just slip cone head on your leader like this, and I've got a non-slip mono knot on here so that the fly moves. I just slip that weight right over top of that, and easy peasy, I've now got a weighted fly. And the best thing is, these cone heads don't come off. They don't move around on the line. Once you start casting them, they get snug against there, doesn't interfere with the action on your fly, and you've now got a weighted fly to get it down. If you got to take it back off again, just cut your leader or your tippet and then take it off. Voila. Same way, I remember I was out when we were fishing in Saskatchewan, and we were wading along this river, and there was some slack water, and the guide told me, hey, there's some lake trout here that are cruising around. I looked in my fly box. I had flies that would catch those lake trout, like this big strip leech, but the problem was I couldn't get it down. Well, all I had to do was reach into my vest, grab one of these cone heads, and in this case I've got a nice pink one. I have them different weights, keep them in the box. I slipped it on, and there you go, I'm in action. Perfect. Real simple fix. Keep a selection of cone heads inside your vest, inside your box, in your sling bag, whatever you're using, and they're like split shot. They're there to help you get flies down into the kill zone, down in the water column to where the fish are. That's my first trick I learned from a guide, which was a really good one. The next one I actually learned from somebody that was in high tech, and they were telling me about how people throw out these foam inserts. Yeah, and if you're looking at that, you're saying, hey, that's like the ones I pay $20 for, or maybe more, to put on my bags, on my boat bags, on various things. I actually have some of these mounted inside one of my boats with Velcro. But the key is, they throw them out at a lot of places where they use hard drives. This is an Oracle box, and you open them up, and they have this foam insert for holding different types of drives to protect them, obviously, during transport. But here's the thing. You go to a lot of computer stores, people take these out and they throw them out because they don't need them, because the larger hard drives fit in here and there's no room. So they just toss them out. Look at all these foam inserts I've got that normally we'd be throwing out, and now I'm putting them all over the place, very cheap, and I'm giving them to my friends. And it's so easy to use them because all I had to do was put some Velcro here on the back, and they work great. Like I said, put them inside my boat. I can put them on top of my boat bag. I can put them on top of my sling bag, all types of different applications. And the Velcro, take it off and on as you need. But the key is, what a cheap and inexpensive piece of foam to use for putting flies in. Again, a tip I got from an angler who worked in high tech and was throwing these out all the time. And then went, hey, I bet other anglers could use this. Told me about it. Boom, I started using them. The last item I want to talk about is so simple. You're going to say, why didn't I think of that? Again, a guide out there told me about it. I saw him on his bag. I said, hey, what are those? And what it is, and I got a pile of them right here, are wire luggage tags. I actually took these off some luggage tags I got from a resort, and they gave them to us. But they screw together. They're 7 to 9 wire strands, and I've seen them at the dollar store. I've seen them at luggage stores. They're in a lot of places. If you look on Amazon, I think they're there. But these simple wire straps come together. They're very secure, and what I like about them, I can use them to hang tippet off of my bag. I don't know you, I lose these a lot. And now I use one of these wire straps to hang this off my bag, and it doesn't fall off. And this is probably something a lot of you have, which is floatant. This nice floatant caddy, it's great. I got a bead chain. It's got a clip style holder. I'm going through the bush. I'm going to knock that off. That's not if, it's just when. Best thing to do, take this off, and I put on this wire strap, which comes together really, oh, I put it on the wrong way here. Comes together real easy and very, very secure, very inexpensive. And these things actually have application in fly tying, but I'll show that in another video. But I tighten that up, look at that, nice and solid. That's not coming off, and I can still take it off if I need to. So if you've got different things you want to hang off of your bags, your vest, even inside your boat, these wire straps, which are used for luggage tags, are absolutely fantastic, very inexpensive, very effective. I want to thank everyone that has sent me tips and ideas. And for those of you who haven't seen a video about some of your suggestions, hang tight. I'm working on it right now. Especially the one I'm very interested about is waiting staffs and how to fix them. We're going to come back with more videos. And if you have suggestions, please let us know. And we'll turn it into a video and share it with other anglers. Thanks for watching.